Commerce Minister Emma Hippolyte confirmed the measures implemented by the government at the Monday pre-cabinet press briefing, asserting it will provide much-needed financial relief for consumers amidst rising living costs. Minister Hippolyte emphasized the government's commitment to consumer protection, particularly addressing areas within its direct fiscal control. She outlined the scope of the new directive, which took effect June 1, 2025, through a statutory instrument issued by the Ministry of Finance.
One of the promises that was made by the Honorable Prime Minister, Minister for Finance, during the last budget debate was the removal of the 6% service charge on price control items, and that had to come into effect on the 1st of June. So I'm just telling you that we have a statutory instrument, and this is issued by the Ministry of Finance, but we have a statutory instrument now to inform you that this is a promise that was made, and that promise is now kept. So we have a listing of price control items. Included in these price control items, you might have a few items that are of a larger size than the price control. For example, if we have oil, for example, of 750 ml, you might also see on the list oil with a larger size. But all the price control items, we've removed the service charge on them.
Hippolyte also addressed criticisms from the opposition, who have characterized such measures as inefficient to tackle the broader cost of living crisis. She maintained that the government's focus is on direct consumer relief through manageable fiscal adjustments.
The opposition can have their own views on a lot of things. It is the consumer. As a government, our responsibility is to ensure that we protect our consumers as much as is possible. And as a government, we cannot control the price of goods as it lands at the port. But what we can do is to look at the VAT, the service charge, the areas where government has control over, and that is what we are addressing. The opposition can scream and shout. The people in the supermarket, our consumers, when they go into the supermarket, our responsibility is to give them a reprieve, and this is what this SI is doing.
The minister further announced that a separate commitment to remove value-added tax on an additional list of items is also progressing. With implementation expected by July 1st, she listed several items now exempt from the service charge, including powdered milk, cheddar cheese, potatoes, onion, garlic, various peas and beans, all types of rice, wheat flour, soybean oil, margarine, canned corned beef, sardines, mackerel, tuna, brown sugar, salted biscuits, and baby foods. These selections, she noted, represent fundamental necessities for most households.
I also want to tell you that another promise that was made by the Honorable Prime Minister and Minister for Finance is that we are also going to remove the VAT on the list of items. I want to report to you that staff at my ministry, we've worked with the business community, Chamber of Commerce in particular, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Commerce. We have prepared a list. It is now with the Ministry of Finance for final vetting so that we can have this effective 1st of July. So again, it's our government working on behalf of consumers and the people of St. Lucia.
Concerns were raised about the potential for retailers to maintain elevated prices despite the removal of the service charge, as seen in other Caribbean nations. Minister Hippolyte assured the public that robust monitoring mechanisms are in place, with Ministry of Commerce inspectors and the National Consumers Association actively verifying compliance. She also expressed confidence in the business community's commitment to collaborating with the government, citing recent budget concessions made to them. This measure, effective until May 31, 2026, aims to stabilize the cost of living and ensure essential goods remain affordable for all St. Lucians. Joachim Duplessis, HTS News Force.